ladies and gentlemen, this is Seanman247 and I am back for more Seanman One-Offs. This week, we are tackling on Pac-Man Championship Edition DX+. Now, how many of you know about Pac-Man? Probably a lot of you will be raising your hands up at this. Pac-Man is one of the most well-known video game characters of all time, and well, this is probably, apart from all the Ghostly Adventures games, this has been like the most recent iteration of the main Pac-Man series, you know, that are based off the classic gameplay of going through mazes, eating Pac-Dots, and getting Ghost. Bam! It doesn't get more classic than that. Okay, it probably does, but Pac-Man's one of the most classic things you can get as, and this edition of the original Pac-Man game is, well, it's not like the original Pac-Man arcade game. This is a whole different beast altogether. But it's also pretty similar, and I'll show you all that in just a second. Let me make sure I'm recording everything. Now, as you can see, this is a really bumpin' and jumpin' soundtrack, and it's just awesome. Makes me want to dance. Okay, apart from that, there's also leaderboard support where you can compare against your friends. And there's also achievements and medals, which basically, as such, you get achievements, you get medals, you get bragging rights. There's also add-ons and DLC for this game too, which I have all the add-ons and DLC, but I do not have this free skin though, which you need to get by unlocking all the medals and achievements. So there's actual incentive to getting the achievements and medals in this game. But that's pretty much it, but how about we get into the gameplay first of all. How it works is, there are many different types of courses here, such as the Championship Highway, Big Eater, Mountain, or even a free mode for those of you that simply just want to play the game for fun. I'm going to showcase what the game normally looks like when you play it. So, I am going to do a round of Championship 2, which is going to be the one of two courses that one of a few courses, actually, you'll have unlocked from the beginning, alongside the highway courses. And, well, after you complete a maze of any kind, you also unlock the free mode. So there's that! Yeah! So what I'm going to do is, there's two different types of score attacks. There's also some time trials, and so on and so forth. It keeps going and on, and the more different game modes you do, the more you unlock. But for this video, I am going to be showcasing a score attack of 5 minutes. Now, the cool thing is, you can change the difficulty, and that determines the amount of Pac-Man lives you have, and also the amount of bombs you also have in this game. Bombs are a new mechanic that's been introduced in the Championship Edition versions of this game. Considering this is DX+, which is like the third version of Championship Edition, well, I mean, if you play those games, the bomb mechanic should be pretty familiar to you by this point. But basically, the bombs pretty much knock away all the ghosts and send them back into the middle. It keeps you safe, basically, but you have a limited number, so only use them when necessary to keep your score up. And here you can also change the visuals of the maze, and that actually changes the look of the characters and such. And here's a little peek at some of the DLC stuff you can get, like the extra content you could buy. A Dig Dug pack, which changes Pac-Man into, well, a Dig Dug Pac-Man fusion. And there's also a Rally X pack, which pretty much changes everything into Rally X related stuff. And there's the Classic pack, which you need to have all the achievements and medals to get. And then there's Pac is Back, which is based on the Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. Now the cool thing is, between all these sets is, you can even mix and match. So, for example, if I wanted to keep this theme, I could also change the way Pac-Man and the Ghosts look. But this does not apply to any of the add-on packs. So, yeah. That pretty much covers it with that. I'm gonna try and see, just adjust the settings to my liking. I don't know. You know what, I'll just go with the default. I'm also gonna showcase that you can also change the music, too. Except for when you choose the DLC packs, you only get the music from those content packs. You can even turn the music off if you wanted to just rely on, you know, the Ghost and the Pac-Man sounds, but I'm gonna change this to Auto, Character Type 1, Visual C, Character Type 1. There we go, that's to my liking. And because I have experience with this game, I'm gonna try and see if I can do this on Expert. I might cut some of that out, because that kind of took longer than necessary, but how about we start? And kablooey. So what you gotta do is, you gotta go around and collect all the pack dots on one side of the board in order to get the fruit to appear. And when you get the fruit to appear, the maze on that side changes. And that's how the basic game works. And that's different from the way Pac-Man normally goes. Because as you can see, I have a humongous trail of ghosts following me, too. And with that, I'm gonna eat them all up! Something that's different compared to the original arcadic Pac-Man is that there's now a sleeping ghost. And whenever Pac-Man goes by a sleeping ghost, the sleeping ghost wakes up and decides to chase him, as so. So you gotta be careful, because running into a sleeping ghost is just like running into a normal ghost. You don't want to do that. So you gotta just keep on rolling around, avoiding the ghost, and do whatever's necessary. Oh boy, oh boy! And then you keep raising your score up from eating all these darn ghosts. It's crazy! Oh boy! And that's a situation where you would use a bomb. And also, in this version of the game, you also get moments where if you're about to get close to a ghost, the game slows down, giving you a chance to kind of move out of the way. But sometimes you gotta just use bombs when you need to. Wow, they're making me use all my bombs up early. That's not good! Woo! Got the moves, bro! Got the moves! Alright! Got the pack moves, cause I'm the Waka Man! Waka waka waka! Aha! Okay, I definitely need to get something. Oh boy! Yes! And every time you collect power pellets, they always keep going on if you keep collecting more and more. And it maintains your score, which is different from the original game. Because in the original Pac-Man game, it would just reset your score, which is pretty interesting. It kind of makes it harder to get those higher scores, but in this game, it's not too hard to get a high score if you know what you're doing. Just as long as you stay alive! Oh boy! Oh! Well darn! That sucks. Oh boy! That was close. Also, another thing to keep in mind as you're playing this game is to also look out for the speed increasing and decreasing. Because the better you do, the more your speed increases, but if you keep using bombs, your speed will also decrease. Oh boy, oh boy! Gotta keep on rolling. Oh boy, don't you die on me, Pac-Man! Don't you die on me! Wow, that was my fault there. Remember to use those bombs when necessary. Oh boy. I need to follow my own tips. Oh, come on! That's just unfair! Let's eat him up! We should be able to live through 2, 1, and finish! Looks like... Did I just set a new high score for myself? That'd be pretty cool. Yes, I did, apparently. Afterwards, whenever you finish a game, then it shows you how you did and how your score was rising up throughout the game. At different parts of the game, you know, based on time. You can also switch it to another results screen if you want to see how you achieved your scores. Like in this case, I got my scores mostly from Ghost. Chomping and munching on them. And you can even switch between local and global leaderboards too. And that pretty much is it. So, how far did we get in this recording? You know what, this seems like a good place to stop. That's pretty much the main gameplay gist to this game, but there's also more to it, such as time trials, which put you in a maze and you have to get a certain number of fruit within a certain number of time. There's Ghost Combo, which you have to chomp the highest number of ghosts possible in a maze. And there's a whole bunch of other mazes that introduce other mechanics, such as junctions, spirals, condensing it all to a dungeon, or even inputting total darkness on parts of the field, making it only visible through Pac-Man and the Ghost. So, that's pretty much it when it comes to Pac-Man Championship Edition DX+. So, I hope you enjoyed this look at this pretty awesome game. I enjoy it quite a bit. And I sometimes see myself coming back to this game time and time again to see if I get those pack urges out of me. So, in the meantime, feel free to request any other games you guys want me to play in the future. Do that in the comment section. And also, if you like this video, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, share it out to people who may enjoy it, and also subscribe for more one-off videos like this. I know I've been going on a pattern of putting Pinball FX2 videos, you know, every other week, but this week I decided to just take a break from it. So that way I can play some other games and give them a chance to shine. Because pinball is great and all, but hey, I want to play some different games from time to time again, you know? That's just how I roll. I roll in, roll out, and I chop them all up. So, until the very next time, this has been Seanman247 saying, stay classy! And stay tuned for more gameplay videos! Ooh yeah! Bye bye!